Oh, there's me. What's up, y'all? I thought I might respond to something real quick, even though I was trying to take a nap. But it was weird. It was like something I never listened to, and the video just showed up like on my YouTube or whatever. So I listened for a second, and it was very interesting to me. And let me explain to you why. If you'd like to hear, welcome. This would be a short one. Hopefully, you enjoy. Uh, and this is I'm going to try to explain it between a model of the universe that went from an explosion to complete order to disintegration, which would mean entropy. Entropic means to throw things into disorder. So, how does an explosion at the big bang of the universe, which is a crazy thing, turn everything so perfect that there's a sun and a moon that are the same size, the earth and the water exist, and you have a brain, and you know, you have a vagina or penis or whatever, and it fits complementary in a system with something else, and there's so much qualified order in the universe. Explain to me how people are looking towards entropy, meaning the dissolution and disorder and unfragmentation. Is it? Would that be right? Unfragmentation. To I'm not saying everything in the reality is perfect right now, but I certainly know this pillow is comfortable and there's a roof over my head, and I know the moon and the sun are the same size. I know the water is level. I know, I know how shit works. So, as far as we can tell, the world tends to go to more order, not disorder. Because if you believe in scientism and you believe in a heliocentric model that came from an explosion and turned into nothing. Now, I'm not some sort of creationist that there was a god that created all this, because then you'd have to go back and ask yourself furthering questions of who created the god that created this universe. And then if you do that far enough, you just get back to yourself. It would just loop around. But nonetheless, entropy occurs. Let me explain a little further. When you plant a seed, what happens? It grows. Is that entropic or negentropic? If you have a child, does that become stronger and bigger and more fruitful or not? So you're telling me that for a little while you believe in negative entropy, the lack of entropy, or towards order. As a child comes out the womb, it can't speak, it can't move, it doesn't know a goddamn thing. And when a tree is, it just it starts to blossom, and there's no fruit on it. Do you think it's not gonna come to the position where it has fruit? Yet it will. That's called NegEntropy. See, that's where it screws people up. If I say something's negative, negative is actually the bonding thing that pulls all the dirty things out the air, which are positive ions. And if I say negentropy, what I'm saying is a positive spin, which is towards a bettering of society, and they flip everything around. Nonetheless, entropic forces exist for people that want them. The cells in your body will continue to reproduce themselves as long as you'd like them to, and in a bettering and furthering way, just like a tiny puppy or a dragon or an elephant, or pick an animal, pick a being. They're not seeking entropy. They're continuing to grow until their mindset has destroyed their growth patterns. That's what's going on. What's up, Jessica? Yeah, what's up, Joanne G? Yeah, you have a choice in the matter anytime you want. You can. Have you ever seen people get younger? You see these people, right? It might be somebody that was doing a bunch of drugs and they were sad and depressed and they were eating all bad. And all of a sudden they started eating well and treating themselves good and having good relationships, and they looked younger, and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't recognize you. You look different, right? You can find people that had gray hair that started to get, black hair. Why? How do you think that happened? Was it just the fact that they drank plasma ultrafiltrate? I mean, yeah, that helped a lot. But essentially, if their mind was right, they could reverse time travel, age, go in a different direction. It doesn't matter. Like neg entropy happens to negative people. It means to negate the reality that's in front of you. I negate the reality that's going on in the world because I think it's a mess and silly and stupid. So I negate it. And by negating it, I'm giving more power to something else. Negativity is not taking away from. It's actually causing growth. What do you think a negative ion is? Figure out how water hits limestone, and there's a negative ion that comes off of the Niagara Falls, and you breathe it in, you feel better. And if you breathe that every day, you get younger because it would be taking all of the positive ions out of it. So positivity is not the way to go. I'm not saying positive and negative in the sense of you walk around and go, everything sucks and it's negative. You say positive, it's love and light. I'm just saying, hey, Christopher, how the hell did you get back on here? That's awesome. Glad this worked for you. Um, I'm just saying, you know the difference between entropy and negentropy and how that occurs. You can't say the word entropy to a 2-year-old. You can't say that to a plant. You can't say that to a puppy because it's going to keep growing and getting smarter and stronger. So if you choose to be entropic and lose your spice and love and curiosity towards life, that's your dilemma. You can't tell me that the world looks for disorder because, as far as I know, if you were evolving consciously or physically in any way, it would be getting to better and better performing order. It'd be better. Nice, dude. Good to see you. Yeah, that's the point. That's the point of it. It's like, what is somebody get their somebody start losing hair, get a gray hair, fucking, oh, they got up, they got out of bed and they like I was like, oh, that's kind of hurts today. What are you talking about, man? That's not entropy. That's just you had a bad day. Fucking grow the goddamn up and have a better day. So entropy is equivalent to what is called. I'm gonna show you this. This is I don't know whose work it was originally, but Dan Winter does a good job in explaining this. If you're into engineering, it'll make sense. But he talks about the same thing a lot. So if you don't know engineering, it's gonna be hard for you to understand. But it goes like this: entropy is centrifugal. Entropic means to disarray the energy. It means to spit out. So excuse me, centripetal. So it's like a petal of a flower. So it spits out. It's called electricity. Electricity is spitting out. It's a petal that spits out. As that petal spits out, it's losing its energy, right? So it's becoming entropic. So that centripetal. But as soon as that thing, if it's a flower that blooms every year, nothing needed to happen. It wasn't losing energy. It actually left its flowers there to become stronger and bigger and smells better the next year. So it was never being entropic, it was being negentropic, which means centrifugal. So it was pulling the energy back into itself. And that's your choice in the matter. Hmm. So, oh, you got the Neurophone? Which one? You get the second one or the first one? Did you get it from that website or did you get it from Amazon or whatever? Yeah. Hey, I mean, I'm not trying to cut this short, but I'm trying to cut it short because I told you all earlier I'm not gonna be on here too long. That's all I had to say on that matter. It only took 10 minutes. Oh, you got the 3 version? We'll talk about that later. So now you got this. I'll talk to you later about this. But I'm going to bed. I got either got to finish this drink and go on a date, and I'll see if it's still occurring, or I'm just going to bed and see if I can make it happen tomorrow. And remember, 3 rules in life. What are they? Number 1, this is your experience. Enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Eat up reality. And then number two is help people out when you can, because if you don't have enough in you, you can't help others out. If you can help someone out, look at the bottom of the screen. You know how to holler at me. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. It's scrolling across there. You can hit me up on my Gmail. You can find me on my YouTube's, my other YouTube backup channel, and I think I even gave you my Instagram, so you can always help me out. And if you can't do that, help someone else out. And third is be weird and strange and um. Hey Jessica, yeah. Getting away from stress helps. Trying to control the mind. Jessica, here's your lesson for the day. Never try to control the mind. The more you try to control the mind, the more the mind will control you. You have to leave it be. You have to observe the mind, don't control it. Yeah, don't control the mind. Just allow for it. Just let it. It's a ticker tape that goes through your head. They're not your thoughts. But if something good goes through there, grab onto that and follow that. But everything else is bullshit, right? So I'll talk to y'all soon. Hope you enjoyed. You see the things. Now I got this whole new screen here. Hope you had fun. Good to see everybody. And it's funny. This video number is 666. That's crazy, right? Who knows? But I'll see y'all soon. I'll probably be on here tomorrow with I have a couple other ideas, and I'll go further on this negative entropy system and explain it a little more, rather than just like breaking down the simplest form. If you don't understand it in the terms of the geometry of it, of what a entropic or negentropic system is. If you don't understand that fully, I'll try to get in tomorrow. Um, yeah, it's basically male and female. That's the systems. So I'm gonna dip out of here and take a nap. Sweet dreams to everybody. Stay cool, be weird, blah blah blah.